Morning. It's Friday. We're off. So I'm gonna do story time here instead of on the shorts. I'll do a different one on the shorts. Something that's quick. This takes a little bit more time, so a short is not long enough. Um, we are talking about addiction. Those who know me already know this, so if you want to watch it, you can. If not, it's okay. I don't care. Y'all already know me. Pain pills, Percocets, hydrocodones, whatever. They were the shit. Did them all the time, became dependent on them. So for altogether 16 years, 15, 16 years, I did them for fun. But eventually it became more than fun because you have to have them to function. You don't feel like getting up. You can't sleep at night. Your stomach hurts. It's just a big crappy situation. I started to take Suboxone, began abusing Suboxone because Suboxone will give you a ton of energy if you're not just sitting around. Um, so I went with a friend to the east where I'm from and hooked his ass up with some. We got pulled over. He ratted me out. Not a friend. Straight when they asked him where he got him from, guess who he pointed his fingers at? Yeah, me. Somebody who's never been in trouble. I'm 43 years old. Never been in trouble in my life. Don't plan on getting in trouble or didn't plan on getting in trouble. I'm very cautious. But that day I made some pretty crappy decisions. I got in a car that had bad tags. He never went to DMV because of COVID. He used that as an excuse. I had a fake inspection sticker on the car. What else did he have wrong with? Oh, he had no insurance on his car. So I'm riding around not thinking because all I'm thinking about is, hey, shit, I can make some money and get me a buzz. And so that was all like out of my mind. We get pulled over, he tells on me. So at that point, they're searching my purse. They're finding my personal. And I'm going to tell you right now, I had quite a few in there, cut in half, which made it even more. Handcuffs are put on me. I'm standing out in the CVS Dollar General parking lot in tears, scared to death. Never been in trouble. Wondering why the hell he had to snitch on me because they asked me so many times to tell where I got my shit from. And I'm sorry, but mistakes I make is not worth screwing up somebody else's life or, taking away their meds for something that they need. So, yeah, I went to jail. His car got towed. He got picked up by his dad, and he got all of his charges dropped. He had 4 violations on his car, and he had 1 possession. They dropped it all for me. I guess they thought that I was going to get scared. Yes, I was scared, but I damn sure know not to snitch. It's not a thing. It will never fucking happen. I got in trouble. I'll just deal with it. So they were pissed. So I went to court. I got put on pretrial. This drug test every month. I had to go see a pretrial officer. Luckily, was able to switch it to my county because that way I didn't have to drive so far. They were really awesome people there. I went through that from May of 2021 all the way until December of 2021 on pretrial. I passed all my drug tests. So at that point, I had been sober for 8, 9 months. I didn't even smoke weed. I detoxed by myself. Well, with my husband, he was here. He was great. I detoxed off of weed. And that's 20 some years of smoking weed. Weed, subs, and pain pills all at one time. It was a horrible feeling. I had to take a week off from work. Because the first week was terrible. I didn't sleep. It roughly took about 3 months to get all the weed out of my system, but somehow I passed all my drug tests, even though I knew that weed was still there. I went to court in December. I had an awesome judge. I had an awesome DA. I had an awesome lawyer, thanks to my mom and my dad for paying for that. And he continued my sentence of probation from when it started. So I only had 4 months of probation. I had to complete 100 hours of community service, which was Oh, it was telling. I didn't know where I wanted to do it. I tried 3 different places to do it. I tried Goodwill. Oh, they work you to death, so I didn't make it there. I did it at the community center up the road. I liked that, but they stopped because of COVID. And then I went to the Humane Society, where I just dealt with cats all day long and scooped litter boxes and swept the floors and pet cats. Hey, I did all of my community service there in a 2 months time span. Um, I had to pay fines and I had to pass all my drug tests. Not a problem. I had a medical marijuana license. So I was finally able to smoke while I was on my probation. That was great because I'm going to tell you right now, even after a year's worth of being sober, you still had issues sleeping. So between restless leg medicine and weed, I was finally able to sleep. It was nice. Um, I learned so many lessons that day. You don't trust everybody. I've been friends with the dude that told on me for many, many years, and I don't mean a little many. I mean a big. I've been big, a lot of years, and you don't ride in cars that do not belong to you. You do not go into hotels because that's where it all started. Go into a hotel to pick the shit up. Dude, instead of dude waiting till we got out the parking lot to take his pills, he just opened them and popped them, and they were doing a sting. So the police were in the parking lot watching us, and they seen all his motions. That's where it all started. Just don't do them. If you have surgeries or whatever, I strongly, strongly, strongly advise you to try to do them, to do it and get through it without using pain pills, because it becomes a horrible addiction if you're not careful. So when I went to court and everything got cleared, I was on the first offender program. They took it all off. I do not have a felony on my record. I will not ever get in trouble again. I will not. Haven't spoke to that dude since, even though I really would like to look to him face to face and say, why? I mean, they asked me 1,000 times, and I'm one of the biggest goddamn crybabies you could ever meet in your life, and I didn't tell on anybody. So why the fuck did you? But my lawyer advised me not to, because obviously he's not a friend. There's no reason for him to explain anything. I know he's a piece of shit, and he ain't worth fucking even talking about. But once it's all over with, hey, the temptations come back. It is so much easier when you have drug tests you have to do, when you have someone you have to go see and talk to every month or every 2 weeks or whatever it is. So, yeah, the temptations came back, and I fell off a little bit, not long. I ended up getting back on Suboxone to get me off, of those temptations, and clearly it works. It blocks everything so that you don't have any cravings. So at this point, I have been sober for 1 year and 9 months off of pain pills. And I still smoke my weed, obviously. It's legal in Virginia now, and I'm going to smoke. It's sanity. It helps me every day of my life to, I don't know. It just helps, put it that way. But that's my addiction story. Like I said, if you have accidents or toothaches or surgeries, try everything in your might not to use pain medications to get you through it, because you need to think about, 8 months down the road when you've been taking those and you have to come off of them. Because I'm going to let you know right now, it is a shitty feeling to come off of them. It is a terrible feeling. And you don't want to get on subs, because subs they work, they block, but they have a crappy ass detox too, and you don't want to have to go through that either. It's just sucky. But that's my story, and those of you who don't know me, now you know one of my secrets that, everybody that knows me already knows. I'm not ashamed of it. It's part of life. It's a lesson learned. It happens. Everybody's addicted to something, whether it's cigarettes or coffee or chewing your fingernails or whatever. There's addictions for everything. So Judge me if you want to. I don't care. You know, I really don't give a shit what you think about whether, you know, what I do. But I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this story time. I'm sorry if I rambled. I'm sorry if I repeated myself. This makes me nervous because I don't feel comfortable talking to a camera and not really having anybody responding or talking to me while I'm talking. I feel like I look like a bloated tire on the camera, and that's all it is. But have a great day.